I looked in the fridge this morning and things were looking grim. There wasn't any meat for dinner, so I ran down to the river and picked myself up a coho salmon from the Squamish meat market. I got a boogie because there's something waiting for me at the post office, which I can't wait to show you guys, and we gotta walk there. Thank you. Now, my mom always told me never to talk to strangers, but weird packages, she said nothing about that, so let's go open this thing. Honey, I'm home. I just picked up the world's most technologically advanced ski goggles from the post office. She's excited. You know what? I should probably change into these fish-covered waders before I sit down in the chair. 1 second. Drum roll, please. Can I get a hey-ya? Can I get a huh? Okay, enough of that. Let's open this thing. James Hurst boxes. Not good at this whole aesthetic unboxing thing. What the? Oh, what in the God's green earth? This is super snazzy. What is this? Oh yeah, look at these, man. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, sweet, dude. Oh, how do I look? Let me know in the comments. What else we got in this box? Little baggie. Oh, it looks like we have some walkie talkies. Yep, that seems about right. Oh well. Why is it always so fun to just talk to yourself on walkie talkies? I could do this all day. I could do this all day. Some sort of battery pack and a bunch of cables. What is this? The authenticity certificate card. Let's dive on into the review. 3, 2, 1. Quick backstory, this company, Powster, reached out to me, said they're doing a Kickstarter for a new goggle technology that they're making, the Powster Neo 1. And I'm a huge fan of Kickstarters. I just have always loved Kickstarters. I always love inventions, things like that. So they said, hey, you want to check these things out? I said, of course, I want to try them out. And when I heard about all the extra kind of things that are going on with them, I just really couldn't help myself. I think these Neo 1s look super sick. Like with a toque, they look good. They look good with a helmet on, and they look great with just my hair on. Obviously, style is one of the biggest pieces of the equation when it comes to ski goggles, but functionality is extremely important. These integrate really nicely with the helmet that I have, and I assume most helmets and the integration is very smooth. You can see there's plastic on the inner strap, so it holds nicely on top of the helmet. You've got adjustable straps on the back. They're not actually too big, and they're placed at the back of the head, so if you're a goggles under guy, they're probably going to feel fairly comfortable. The foam seems comfy, seems soft. You can see some ventage at the top to reduce fogging. They've got the magnetic lenses. Boom. Look at that. Like, I've never actually had a magnetic lens system, and that's sturdy, man. Like, I don't think these are popping off. Like, that's on there strong. Boom. It's like a super magnet on there. Not only are these lenses magnetic, but they also enhance terrain features and give great visibility with like the Spixtra lens technology from Zeiss, who's like a pretty well-known lens manufacturer. So super solid lenses on here that you can be confident with. Seem good to me. I can stare at the sun. The sun test. I feel like this color can be used well in most conditions, but you can also get like multiple lenses, I believe, on the website. And I'm always a person who likes to change lenses. The first and the coolest thing about these smart ski goggles is that they've got a Bluetooth intercom system. So what does that mean? Well, that's a complicated way of saying you can play music directly from your goggles. Siri, play me a banger. And hear the music from your phone coming out of your goggles. You can also make phone calls from your goggles. Do you guys have any specials right now?
Yeah, we have 2 medium 3-topic pizzas and a cheesy burger for $26.99.
So receive and call people, use Siri, whatever, call people from your ski goggles. Hey Siri, call Adventure Rob. When it comes to the sound quality of the goggles, of course it's not as good as headphones. You're not gonna have that crisp, clean. Hey. But when you're skiing, it is kind of nice. Like, they're on the right track here. It is nice to be able to hear your surroundings, not be blasting music from a speaker in your backpack and pissing everyone off. Just kind of having just some music while you're skiing. That's not overloading you, but you're still like aware of your senses. But James, what if I'm at a ski hill that doesn't have good cell service? Well, this is where the Powster walkie-talkies come in handy. Powster has these sweet walkie-talkies that can connect up to 5 kilometers. You can do a bunch of like custom channels on here, easy channels. So you can talk to your buddies when you're backcountry skiing, you know, 5 kilometers from each other. Helpful, especially like maybe if you're snowmobiling. I tested the range on these things and it was super solid. When you have these walkie-talkies, you can also talk from the goggles to the walkie-talkie. As you can hear, I'm talking into this walkie-talkie.
Testing. 10 meters. Let's jog a little further here. 20 meters. 50 meters away. 50 meters away. You can't even see me, but you can hear me. I am butt naked right now, far, far away. I think this connectivity is pretty good. I'm far away, further than I'd probably ever be from my partner.
Did it work while I was gone? I hope so. How cool is that? So you can literally talk to your buddies on radio channels from your goggles. If you got radio, which I happen to have in the backcountry here in Squamish, listen.
Flash tickets today. Get a signing
Mountain FM playing on my goggles. So beauty. You got all these controls at the bottom, so you can control sound, volume down, volume up, change song, and you also can turn it on and off. And then this is the intercom button at the bottom. Just when I thought Powster couldn't pack any more technology into a pair of goggles, they managed to with this little thing on the side here. And this is a battery pack which heats the goggle lenses. So that creates an anti-fog system in your lenses. So super sweet if you're someone who fogs up all the time. Somewhere with freezing rain, there's actually nothing you can do. So heated lens is super helpful with that. Or for someone who's snowmobiling is tough to keep your goggles from fogging. So this battery pack lasts up to 6 hours. So you'll have 6 hours in the cold of sustained anti-fog life. There's 3 different settings, so you can turn it on to different heats. Depending what you want your lens at. Without this battery pack on the side, it's pretty negligible. Like, I didn't really notice that much of a feel difference. I think it's totally fine. Obviously, this pack kind of adds some weight to the side of your helmet. You could offset it with a GoPro, but not so bad. I didn't notice it too much. So that's kind of the main downside of having the weight, but not having fogged lenses. That's also pretty nice, especially if it functions as well as they say. There's the quick run through of all the features, but you can't really properly give a review unless you actually try the thing skiing. So let's go find some snow. It's very clear that there's no snow. Even the Tantalus doesn't have that much snow on it right now. I think it's still summertime. It's October in BC. It hasn't started raining, and I was unable to find any snow to test the goggles on other than the ice in my freezer. But I did just about everything else you could possibly do with a set of ski goggles on. Honestly, I don't even need a windshield.
What are you doing?
Obviously, I'm not going to be able to test these goggles on the snow until the actual ski season, but I'm pretty stoked about them, and I'm pretty stoked about the features. I'd be interested to see how it sounds and performs when you're going downhill or if there's a lot of wind. It'd also be interesting to see how they perform kind of once they get in the cold, right? I think the concept and idea of this is super fun, and I think it's got legs to like be a thing that kind of people would want on their ski goggles in the future. The thing I'm really stoked about is the intercom system from the goggles and the walkie-talkies. I've always wanted a set of walkie-talkies for the backcountry, so like I can have one on my chest or whatever and not have to like worry and just have the goggles on and press the goggle button. Everything is chargeable with Type-C chargers, so that's nice only having one charger. All in all, I think these goggles are robust and super fun. Like, I was level 10 stoked when I first heard the music coming out of them. Honestly, got me so fired up. I was dancing around in the backcountry by myself. If you want to learn more about the Neo One smart ski goggles, or you even want to cop a pair for yourself and support Powster on their Kickstarter campaign, the link to the Kickstarter campaign is in the description, and that's where you can be one of like the first supporters of these guys and get early access to these ski goggles, and maybe even chat with me when I'm wearing them on Whistler. Man, I can't wait to try these things out on the snow and kind of put them through their paces and see how well this kind of lens defroster works. But either way, I know I'll be pumping Lords of the Land from these goggles while I'm chugging hot sauce this season. Thanks for tuning in. Stay spicy, and I'll see you next time.
I-35 with the top down, quick to tell a hater they should get like me.